The other day, I gave her like a man punch.
All right, so welcome to the J.E.S.Kidding podcast. We're down a member. Saulo is out there doing God knows what. But we have a special guest who, it is International Women's Day, so you have to, represent your peoples. We have Ceci, special guest.
Did we really boo outside?
Did they just boo outside?
Yes.
Damn.
Actually, let me just say, the reason we're here is because this is my girlfriend.
Hi.
She does live here.
Hi.
The reason is
and allow
that
you guys to be here.
Yeah, she allows us to be here. I was gonna introduce her as my landlord and my landlord and lover.
I am the J.E.S.Kidding podcast landlord.
Yeah. She is.
She's official.
So be nice.
This wouldn't happen if it wasn't for her.
It's actually very opportunistic that Saulo isn't here. He can't fuck shit up for us. So just be nice to the landlord that she's here today. So everybody, please welcome my lovely girlfriend and landlord, Cecilia.
Yay.
And actually, one of the things I was discussing with her is that if we're trying to get into this whole podcasting thing, you got to give more of yourself, right? And in that, you got to be a little bit more personal, because I feel like people will connect with you if you give a little bit more of yourself, whether it be embarrassing story. You're already laughing.
She's got a story.
Stop it.
Locked and loaded.
Stop
in the chamber.
It was
Stop
about
it.
me, actually.
Yeah. You got to be personal. You got to give a bit more of yourself, which Chris kind of did.
It's okay,
This
Chris.
table flip this goddamn
It's
thing right
okay.
now.
Hey, we love
Chris,
you.
This is a safe place.
Jesus, it's too much.
You know what? I love this because it's like a weapon. Like, all you gotta do is every once in a while just point at Chris and go, "We love you, Chris."
Fuck.
And he hates that. It's lovely. It's lovely. I love it. It's like, pew, I love
When
you. Yeah.
I give Judy a
But
hug
anyways.
and she wants to die.
But anyway,
I don't know where.
but anyways,
All right, embarrassing story.
we love to have you here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome,
thank you.
please, Cecilia,
Hello.
my girlfriend.
Yes.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this out.
Hey,
Edit this out.
that may seem weird to you, but we do that shit to each other all day. We'll be in the other room just,
No,
hi,
actually,
babes. And
This
she's like, hi.
morning, I thought he had said, because he was like in the room, I thought he had said, hi, bitch. And then I said,
And she still said, hi. I'm like, hi, babe. And she's like, hi. She's like, I thought you said, hi, bitch.
And I
I'm like, you still said hi? And I'm wasting a babe on nothing? God
I
damn.
had said bitch. I was like, okay.
And believe me, like when I said, you gotta throw yourself into this whole podcast thing and make it very personal. And believe me, she's got some embarrassing stories on me, which I told her. I don't give a fuck.
All right, let's go.
I don't give a fuck.
Let's dive into
No
some
fuck.
of these stories.
Yeah, you want beer?
Nah, I'm good. I just got back from the spaghetti factory, which today was like, you know how some days we go and it's not that good? Today it was on point.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was like, everything was good, which is good because we took
You
your
know
hand
why?
for the very
Because
first
I
time.
fucking
you fucking
paid
didn't
for
go.
it.
Yeah,
Because I fucking paid for it.
why.
I fucking told her, I was like, because she went with my aunt and she went with my sister. I was like, you know what? I'll pay for it.
Yeah,
And that's why it was
why.
fucking delicious, I'm
'Cause
sure.
It was free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about 4 dummies just fucking coming into your spot and doing a fucking podcast from
Well,
your
you
spot?
guys come every other week, so
Yeah.
I mentally prepare myself for it.
Yeah.
Big question.
Do
you listen?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
She actually does.
I've listened
Yeah.
to every episode, and fucking Saulo talks a lot. That's all I gotta say. You won't shut the fuck
Therefore,
up.
you took over his microphone
I
today.
did. And
Because
it
it's
smells-
International Women's Day.
And his
She will take over the mics.
microphone
This is how they take
smells
over,
like
Chris.
Bengay.
What's it smell like?
It smells like Bengay. I don't know what drugs he be doing, but it smells like Bengay.
The fuck is his? What the hell is he spitting to the
Is he
mic?
snorting
Bengay and
Bengay?
bananas. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. But, I'm giving you guys liberty to interview her as you will. You know,
Yes.
being that we've been living together, what, 2 years now?
Almost 2 years.
2 years? Yeah.
In July, it'll be 2
Damn, I
years.
almost feel like it was
Uh,
last year.
yeah, well, we're broadcasting, not live, but from my man cave down here.
That was his
Yeah.
requirement if he were to move in.
Fuck
he would
yeah.
have to get a man cave. I wanted
like-
this to be a guest bedroom,
Uh-huh.
I said,
but
hell
he
no.
wanted to be a man cave. So
Yeah.
look at this shit.
I said I need a man cave because my apartment was a man
'Cause-
cave,
Yes,
and
it was.
I need a parking space for lowrider.
Yes. he
and
did.
I mean, I need a man cave because I'm a man.
and
I need a
parking
cave
spot from
'cause I'm an animal.
you see,
I need a cave. No, I need a cave because Saulo comes over.
We need to put him somewhere
and
where he doesn't
this is
break
why I love her
things.
because her sense of humor is very much like ours. I mean, like, this is the kind of shit her and we talk shit to each other all the time,
All
and
the
I feel like you and
He
I,
makes it so easy. Look at him.
bitch.
So, look at the shirt he's fucking wearing. Let's just all talk about the shirt he's wearing right now.
Oh, what are you?
Wu-Tang.
Everybody's been complimenting my shirt all day. What are you talking about?
You can hear his
What's the
shirt.
name of that wrestler again? Ric Flair?
Yeah,
You
Ric
can
Flair.
hear
Hey, describe
So
my
he's wearing
shirt.
a Wu-Tang shirt, but instead of the WU, it's a picture of Ric
Woo!
Flair just going Wu-
Woo!
Wu-Tang.
It's Wu Tang. I just saw the tang and I bought the shirt.
No,
The rest is just extra.
You bought it because Ric Flair is on it. You don't even like Wu-Tang
What'd you
that
say
much.
when he
I really don't.
So he surprised me this morning. And comes into the kitchen showing off his T-shirt, and I'm like, oh my god.
What were you doing in that kitchen?
No, I
what were you
was
doing in that kitchen?
Making
That's
breakfast.
fucking right. Hey, Chris, as much as I love her, I keeps it real.
And I
Okay,
told
she
him-
still needs
Hey,
to.
by the way,
She needs to
happy
do this stuff.
International Women's Day.
Yes, this I celebrated my International Women's Day
God damn.
by making him breakfast and him coming in with his man-child T-shirt.
Easy Ric Flair.
Hey,
But no, I told him, I'm like, you just got that, didn't you? And he said, yeah. And I said, because if I knew you owned that shit before you moved in, you wouldn't have had moved in. I wouldn't have had allowed it.
Damn.
oh fuck.
This relationship is holding onto the thread of a T-shirt.
Of a Wu-Tang T-shirt.
Yeah. Woo. It's not Wu Tang. Wu Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Wu-Tang.
Respect.
You know,
You need
what?
it, yeah.
Right
A
now,
legend.
you guys just reminded me. Well, because you're saying that right now, that you guys' relationship, the way you guys get along. There was one time, Adolfo and Felicia, all friends from high school.
Yeah.
There was a time that I was hanging out with them almost every day, or almost every other day, and there was one time that we were driving, and they used to. That's how they used to get along. Hey, bitch, oh
Yeah.
asshole. One day they were going like that to the point where they actually did get mad at each other, and I was in the backseat. I was like,
This is awkward.
are they mad at each other? Oh, this is part of the game. I don't know what to do. So that just reminded me
Yeah.
of that one time.
I don't think we've ever gotten to that point where we've actually really gotten mad at each other.
No. Yeah. There's been a few times where
I think
like-
it's okay. Well, the other day I bit his nose really hard and he really got mad.
that shit hurt. Like there's no
I didn't mean to
reason
bite
for
his
that.
nose that hard, but he was just being so annoying.
Hey, have you guys seen
I had
Batman
to bite him
Returns?
off.
That scene with the penguin?
been a
Yeah, where fucking
bites
he's
the
like
nose.
and he's like yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
he
it, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
bit the shit out. That's what it felt like, dude.
For a
It's
moment.
not like that.
Hey, you know what though?
You pull a Mike
Hey,
Tyson.
I got thick skin and it's all good, but that shit really hurt that day. I was like, dude.
Hasta
Chill.
la
I wasn't
lagrimita me
even aiming for
salió.
his nose. It just happened to be there.
But it happens. I mean, she's got a big old booty. Ain't fucking
It starts clapping.
yeah.
She got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
But I mean, I'll come up and smack her in the
It
ass.
fucking hurts.
And there are sometimes
Happy
where I take it too
International
far.
Women's Day.
Yeah, I take it too far. Yeah. Happy National
Well, he
Women's Day.
thinks because it's so big, it doesn't hurt, but it's the quite opposite. It's so big that it hurts even more because the skin is stretched out so much that it's very painful.
According to
That's
her
what I taught him. But he
theory.
doesn't
Physics.
believe me.
Physics.
Listen, if it doesn't hurt me, it's all good. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Fuck,
fair
not gonna
game.
hurt you, of course.
It's fair game.
So yeah,
You slapped her in the ass and then she bit you in the nose?
no, that was like a different.
That would have been a better scenario. But
No, we were
these
just-
are these are separate incidents. Let's call this the couples advice segment. You gotta, and from my perspective, you gotta be really yourself and be able to joke around the way you do
Yeah.
to be comfortable around people. Because around your spouse, around, say you're a guy dating a girl dating a guy, you got to be comfortable for sure, right?
Yeah.
In all seriousness, because dude, we do some shit around each other. You just
Yeah.
gotta be like, dude, you gotta be comfortable with me for me to do this shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't want to hide certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to go, oh, I'm this way, but I'm not gonna like fart in front of you, or I'm not gonna do this in front, because
Yeah.
Lord knows we fart around each other, right, man? Yeah.
Has it
Are you
become a
comfortable with this? Are
Has
you
it,
comfortable?
has it become a competition?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
wake her up
God.
with farts.
Yeah, we start.
Yeah, dude, it's
farts
great.
Say good morning
It's actually
to each other before
so-
we actually verbally say good morning to each other.
Yeah, dude. Before we say good morning, it's like, or I'll do it, and she's like, like it's a response. It's like
shouldn't have gone
in the Sahara, like, and the other person going.
We always say this to each other. When you met me, did you think you would ever imagine me doing this?
And there
no.
are sometimes I go no,
No.
and there are sometimes I go yeah.
I think that's just part of not getting older, but maturing. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody like when I know we see these young couples, you know, being all lovey-dovey, and you tell them, "Will you be able to handle this guy's farts? Will you be able to handle her farts?" They're like, "Oh hell no! What the fuck?"
My girl
Then you
won't
guys are
go.
not meant to be.
Liars.
You guys are
Just
not
before
ready.
we-
You guys are not
Not
ready
honest
for
with
commitment.
themselves.
Yeah, because that is true. Once you get older and you realize, you know, there's more to life than we look good together. This, like that superficial stuff. There's the underlying part of being in a committed relationship is way bigger than what's on the surface.
Yeah. I mean,
It's okay.
I don't
Let it
know.
out. You're not gonna
know.
embarrass me.
no.
Believe
I mean,
me.
Just when there's sometimes where you know how dogs have zoomies.
Say again?
How dogs when they have zoomies and they just like run around the fucking room.
Okay.
Dogs.
Oh, they got
He
it.
has zoomies. Like
What the hell?
He'll
Is that what
just have-
zoomies means?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when dogs
yeah,
are just
company
running
or whatever,
around.
just-
Yeah.
Well, dogs, and I don't appreciate you
Comparing you to a dog?
comparing me to a dog, but they let a certain amount of energy
Energy
out,
out.
and Lalo, you
Oh.
might see this, like,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like yeah,
They just start
there's
taking off.
and then just fucking start zooming around the room, and just like you call it zoomies, like you're getting your extra energy out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does that, but he will like shake me. Like I don't even know what else were you doing the other day that was annoying me.
It's squeezing you.
Just like getting his face like all up in my face and like saying hello, and I'm just like, God damn, you're fucking annoying me right now.
Oh, I'm annoying. Yeah. Let's
and
go
we're
with that
about
angle.
to fall asleep, and I'm trying to fall asleep, and he's just like in my face.
He's floating.
And then the
I
other
remember
day
a
I was
couple
like-
elbows, just a reminder, just
It's just like the
Who's it?
rock.
Yeah, I'll go with the people's elbow a few times. Like, it's just gotta be electrifying, dude. I'm trying to let this energy out. You know what I mean? It's gotta go
So
that
I
way,
was
dude.
observing you before I go
Dude.
to bed, but it's like fucking annoying.
Yeah, there are some days where I just go, dude, we're fucking lunatics,
Yeah.
dude. Like
we started wrestling. I think we both had zoomies one night, and we started wrestling.
Yeah.
And so our bed has like this, like it's a platform bed, and it has like this piece of wood on the side of the mattress where
Which
you can
I
put
like
your.
to store my
He
phone.
likes it. We
and
like it
my
because we can put our phone. You can put a
tablets
cup of
on.
water. But if you fucking fall off the bed,
It scrapes
it
the
scrapes the
shit.
shit out of you, right?
Yeah.
So he pulled me off the bed because we were wrestling, and my entire back just scraped down that fucking
Oh.
piece of wood. And
It's called
hurt.
foreplay, Chris.
So then I got it back because I don't know what he did. I don't know what you were doing, but he fell off the bed, but he was trying to avoid that piece of wood. So he fell off so awkwardly, like he was like in a ball, and he just like fell off. Like he didn't want to like touch that piece of wood, so he just kind of like fell the
I'm
fuck
aware.
off the bed.
I'm aware of what's going
I was
on.
like,
Okay.
you fell off.
This sounds like a
So-
cage match in WWE.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Steel
yeah.
cage match, dude. We start off at the top of the cage and we like fucking come down like Undertaker and Mankind.
So
dude.
did you throw on some tags and did you throw them on a table?
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
Yeah,
how
yeah,
that
pretty
works?
much.
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
some days you just go, ow,
Yeah.
and
That
you go,
actually hurt.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
her usually.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
I moved in here in 2017. And there was a few times where I fell here, and I should sue you as my landlord.
It was his own stupid fault.
Yeah.
Mind you.
Yeah,
Let me tell you about the times he's fallen here.
yeah.
Wait, down the stairs or what?
Yeah, he fell down the stairs.
Goddamn.
No, no,
fell
no.
down the
I was in the
stairs.
bathroom, and then he came downstairs to get. I don't know what you came downstairs for, but he was wearing socks, and he like the stairs have carpet, so his socks must have been like moist or something. I don't know. Maybe his feet were sweating because he sleeps with the socks on, and he just fucking slipped. And I was in the bathroom and I just heard I heard his ass like fall down the stairs.
And,
And I
she,
yelled.
and she's like, yes.
True. I don't know what the fuck, because the stairs
He
have
just
carpet.
stepped wrong.
It was like, dude, it was like 3 steps. It was so awkward because I was like, why didn't I fall all the way down? But like, I still felt like, and it was like that fast, dude. It was like a fucking. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was like before the dogs and everything. I was like, I just fucking stepped down, just like, you know what? And fucking before I know, I was down like 4 fucking steps.
He was talking
And
shit.
yeah, I was talking shit too. And there was two, and I should learn
Karma,
this.
that's
I
what
just learned
happened.
this because we have a bathroom downstairs, right? And
I think that's why, because I was in the bathroom upstairs.
yeah,
and you had
yeah,
to
yeah.
piss or shit. or
And
something.
I mean, when I moved here, 2 weeks apart, we adopted Chico. So I'm new here, Chico's new here, everything's new here, you know. And I'm downstairs at this in this bathroom, and she has like a shower mat, like that's like fucking on in the shower. And I was talking shit again.
He's
I
I
was
don't
like,
need this fucking shit.
Bitches need fucking shower mats. And I fucking, and when I kicked it,
He went,
I
whoop.
fell, and I fell in. I was taking a shower, and I fucking fell, and I haven't fell in years. This is my first fall here, and like I fucking kicked it over, boom, dude. Luckily, when I fell, I like was conscious enough to like
Lift
bend
his
my
head up.
neck a little bit, so it didn't hit the side, because I would have been knocked out. If I would have hit the side of the rim, I would have been knocked out. And I was like, when I fell, she goes, something's wrong, dude.
Something's wrong with my dad.
Dude, she's like, what happened? I was like, I fucking shut the fuck up. I fell in. Like, don't talk to me about this shit.
And there was
man.
another time he was giving Chico a bath.
Yeah.
Chico got away from him all soapy and ran through here and ran to the floor, ran across to the living room. So this dummy runs after him all soapy too. Fucking
Barefoot.
takes a step
Oh.
on the wood floor and
Yeah.
he fell backwards.
That
on
one's
his
the one that
ass.
hurt the most.
Damn.
And dude, he was unfamiliar. We just adopted him, so he fucking runs out of the shower here, and he goes through the carpet, and I go chasing him, and my soapy ass feet, I fucking hit the hardwood floor. Boom, dude. That shit hurt for 2 weeks. And he fucking, when he
broke
was
his
still all
ass.
soapy, he fucking went to his bed, and he was like, oh shit. Because when I get up, when I get up,
If I could get up.
oh, if I could get up, I'm gonna fuck you up when I get up, dude. And yeah, I could tell he went to his bed. He was like, oh shit. And he saw soap all over his head, like, oh shit, yeah,
wasn't here for that,
I wasn't.
unfortunately,
Yeah, she
but I
wasn't here for
heard
that.
about it.
But yeah, I was hurting for like
I
2
would've
weeks.
loved to have seen
That
it,
shit,
though.
like I fucking zoop,
You let
and
it.
like my feet went up and everything, and boom, dude, I fell 3 times. I have
But you
3
know what?
lawsuits on you.
I know, and this is a very hazardous house because Sergio also fucking fell in here.
Oh God, my God.
Hey, this is like
Yeah,
the
he
3rd or
fucking
4th,
broke the
probably
shower
5th time
curtain.
we mentioned this. Fool. Shout out to my compa
I'm gonna-
Sergio
I'm gonna
because
cut him on the podcast.
We come in here with bubble wrap.
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
it's a hazardous house.
Yeah, you know what? That one.
Yeah.
So Saulo and I were here.
What
Sergio,
was that? You
I
were
don't know.
just
You were
sleeping.
upstairs. You were like, I'm going to bed. You guys
Yeah, I was
handle.
tired.
The one with Sergio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was here that
upstairs.
night, but I left.
Oh, you left. We're playing poker or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's right, you guys were playing poker.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing. you walk through the kitchen, and then you walk through this downstairs bathroom, and then you walk through the sink area, which is, tile. You guys seen it. I'm just describing it for the listeners. And then you go into the bathroom. And at that point, Sergio was we'd have shots, and he was like, I don't really want to do shots. I'm like, we're having shots. Boom, boom, boom. We hit a few and stuff, right? And he's at this point where his Michoacanas is just going, a la verga, güey, a la verga, everything a la verga, right? And at one point, me and Saulo were on the table. I think we're just like fucking doing cards or some shit. And we just hear, like, a la verga, a la verga. We fucking, boom, dude. I like, when I say boom, I hear, shh. And I know in my head exactly what happened, because we have a mat over here where the tiles are. And he must have, what he did was he slipped on there.
Yeah.
He tried to catch his balance on my shower curtains, and he pulled everything down. Not only did he pull down the shower curtains, but the shower rod and everything. So he literally, like an ice rink, he skated through this part. He grabbed the fucking, and he pulled it down. And me and Saulo we're like fucking at the table, like in our head we could tell what happened. This fool fucking came back. I was like, dude, I know exactly what happened in there. And later on, I was like, confirmed. It was like a crime scene. My shower rod was like pulled down. Shout out to him, because I bought a new shower rod and Shark's fucking shower curtains and everything and stuff. And it was all
you got
good,
that
dude.
later.
He helped for the remodeling.
What else you got?
Help the cause.
Look, I'm knocking these down right now. What else you got?
I don't know.
Hey, you know what?
Oh, well, I am going to
You
say
know-
something. This is to prove that I do listen to the podcast. You guys said that Juan cannot be Bigfoot because he doesn't have big feet, but he has big fucking feet.
That's right.
He does have big feet. He's size 13.
Size 9?
Yeah, I'm wearing size 14 right now.
Oh yeah, you are. I got you some size 14.
Yeah.
Well, just to talk a little bit about that. I actually watched the documentary that we were talking about.
You did watch it?
I watched it.
Opinions.
Well,
Takeaways.
takeaways is that there's one specific scene of the documentary where they show these
Saulo's
Bigfoot.
girlfriend.
That
The
that
one
one.
with the titties.
I didn't see that, but
Human face, knuckle dragon.
Hairy chest, big old
Yeah.
titties.
there was one where they showed that light skin Bigfoot, like the
Oh, the white one.
I thought that one was completely fake.
Racist.
That one. But anyways,
I don't know. I don't know if I believe in Bigfoot.
Lalo, you're about to live with your wife now. Do you
Hopefully
want any?
soon.
You want any? From the
Advice?
female perspective.
I just
on,
gotta say that I am holding in a fart right now, and I don't want to fart on air. So if this is a break and it's gonna be edited out, it just came out.
marker in.
oh Jesus Christ, it just came out on its own.
I couldn't hold it in any longer. If Chris comes
This
out,
is
I'm gonna blame
Lalo.
on
This is
Lalo.
my life. This is what you got into.
Chris.
You
Lalo
have
farted while you were
You
in
have-
the bathroom.
you have two dogs that you can blame it on. It was Lalo.
Are you kidding?
I just-
She trained fucking Ruby when she got her and she was a puppy. She's like, dude, I trained her that
Not
she
to
smells farts. She's like, dude, we'll be at a point where you could fucking do it with your mouth, you go, and Ruby be like, she would sniff for it. She would sniff for it, dude. Like, look at how I got it trained. Look, just do this. And it's like,
She'd be like,
yeah, dude. Yeah.
She's like, can't you smell drugs? No.
Yeah,
Can you smell food?
Can you smell
No.
farts? Yeah.
Can you smell butt? Oh yeah.
She knows that.
She's on point.
Yeah.
"Small fart."
So, dude, get ready for
Dude,
this.
there's
Lalo.
times-
This is gonna be your life. Okay?
There's times where I'm like I'm at my house and I'm watching a movie like really late, so it's just me and I don't know what. Pinche Mercurio.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody else.
Hey,
There's nobody else in my room.
Chico's farts. They sound like Ren and Stimpy farts like that. like I can't even recreate the sound.
Or is it all the raw food?
Yeah,
you give
like
them?
that.
Oh, this one time, the stupid ass barked at his own fart.
Yeah, dude. Like he farts out.
He's all,
Yeah, I
"Oh,
wish you
me."
could have caught that shit on tape, dude. He fucking
Farted
like como
loud, and then he
como
barked
que le
at-
dolió, dude. He was like, like dude, like yeah, dude.
And then he smelled it. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, that was me." Okay. False
He kinda
alarm,
chilled out.
guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
It was
false
my
alarm.
fart.
False alarm. It was
Ruby
me.
was in the back. It's okay. He just farted and I'm used to it. Yeah, dude.
He's all covering him.
Yeah,
Don't worry
yeah.
about it. It was just
Yeah,
fart.
he
Let's go,
scared
let's go.
himself, dude. It's like fucking like
She's all-
calm down. That was you.
Chico,
That was you.
it's called a fart.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, has your wife farted in front of you?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, she did finally. Remember I told you guys that when you
That's
the
like
day,
a big moment.
No, but that
right?
already happened a long time ago.
the day you guys got married, I was like, "Oh, you haven't farted in front of her.
I haven't. No, not because I be
You
holding
need
it.
to fart in
You
front
haven't
of
farted in
her."
front of
The
your
fuck
wife yet?
going? Joanna, hold up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit! It came out with a
Perfect.
price.
It's romantic.
So you farted in front of your wife already?
No, I haven't. But
He
You
hasn't.
haven't yet.
What kind of freak of nature is that? He's not farted in front of his own
Well,
wife.
Listen, we're not gonna talk about freaks of nature. Right now, okay?
no, it happened when we were at New York. I remember because we were walking right next to a brewery, their local brewery over there, in New York
And
something.
the fart
Forever
smell
taken.
like beer.
And I don't know where, I just hear it, and she was hoping that I didn't hear, but I was like, did you just fart? So you heard it? I'm like, yeah, I heard it.
But
No,
you haven't farted in front of her?
I haven't. No, I haven't. I mean,
Because it's like a milestone, I guess, in like...
but it's not like I'm holding it. It hasn't happened.
Why not? It's perfectly normal.
Yeah. I think
It's part of our bodily functions. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's where you get to that point where it's a very, like, trust thing. It's like...
But
it's
to
just
me,
like-
farts is just a very. And I told her, and I tell this to everybody: if I hear you fart, I'm gonna laugh. Just to people say, "Oh, fart jokes. Oh, you're too immature." Like I don't care how old you are. If I hear you fart, I'm gonna fucking laugh.
Okay.
Not making fun of you. No. Please
Wait.
don't get me wrong. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the fact that it's a fart.
Yeah.
Just like people
So
laugh.
now we have to ask the golden question of the night. Chris, do you fart in public?
All the time.
Oh, okay. He's normal.
Because I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but Chris has those silent farts. I'm sure. You know, and like fucking.
Those are queefs, babe.
I was gonna tell him the first time I heard you fart.
I was on our first date. Really?
Yeah,
Really?
right. Let's
No,
put
really.
that shit out of the way
Well,
from the beginning.
I told you I was farting.
No. You said you farted after I left. You said I was waiting for you to get the hell out of the car because I need to fart.
Nope. no. It was when we went to San Francisco, and then I
Nah.
told you.
It was a more intimate moment, but I don't know if you
When I
want.
farted on your dick.
Damn.
That's a whole different
No.
conversation.
If you want a marker, edit this
No, I'm
part.
saving this shit. I'm saving
Because there
it.
was this one time.
No, there was one
that
time
we
she's
were
like,
spooning, and I was asleep already, and I think I like farted on his
no.
dick or something. And he
I think there was one time that we're messing around and you're like, you gave me a fair warning and you were like, yeah, do you mind if I fart in front of you? And I was like, yeah, I don't care. and I was playing around and dude, we're like,
I think he was tickling me. Or
no.
something.
We're in my bed at my apartment and I fucking grabbed my fucking obviously right hand with your right butt cheek and my left hand with your right butt cheek and I was like jiggling your butt around and I thought I ripped you. I thought I ripped. I thought like it was like in the perfect moment when I went left up, right down, and I thought like I ripped you.
He did
It
a
was
combo.
like a Nintendo code.
Yeah.
Right.
Left, right, A, B, and fucking.
I remember that.
Yeah, dude, and she got the biggest kicked out, and I was like,
like he really thought.
I was like, that's the first time I jiggled the chick's ass, and like I fucking thought, and it was like one of the first times she's farted in front of me, and I was like, dude, I ripped her. Like, there's
Happy
actually
International Women's Day.
a moment where you could pull down and pull up one cheek and the left
He
cheek.
thought that. He's like,
Yeah,
oh, shit,
dude.
this is
I thought I was responsible for it. I was like, what
broke
the
something.
fuck? Yeah. Yeah, like, and they're just like shredded, dude.
Yeah, you should have seen his face. He really
Yeah,
thought-
marker
and
edit
that
if you want to
shit
keep
was
that in.
funny.
But
No, that's staying in.
you gotta roast each other in a very, and we're giving couples advice right now, right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Because there are some times where we tell each other truth through joking
Yeah.
shit. My name is Ceci. I like this and I like that, and we're
Mocking each other. But
we're mocking each other, but
There's
in
a
a
grain of truth
healthy
in it.
way.
Yeah.
But in a healthy way, in terms of, I'm telling you a fault through a joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I wish I wish a lot of couples would fucking, because I tell her all the time, and I go, there's a lot of times where couples believe that unless we're fighting with each other, we're not in a real relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got to be fighting, and therefore, and it's unfortunate because it's like, no, you got to let some of the shit.
No, and sometimes
Yeah.
fighting, if it's towards something
Positive, yeah.
positive, productive, is good.
For sure.
If it's just fighting for the sake of making the other
But
person,
if you're kind of roasting each other, you're kind of letting it out in a fun way, you know?
yeah, those are
And
like
that's, I
And
feel
then
like we
go
do that.
into the bathroom and I cry. You know how you feel, Chris? You know how you feel, Chris?
she goes in the
Replace
restroom.
bathroom with everywhere. That's my life right there.
now you see, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not making the other person feel guilty, feel bad, or belittle the other person, then that's not being
Yeah,
healthy.
we don't take her.
Chris got here today before we did the podcast, and I was like watching Seinfeld, and you had a comment. And you're like, dude, Elaine, she's pretty hot, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know why she was
Funny.
even better looking is because, or more attractive, is because she was with the guys. You gotta,
I mean,
for me, my taste, like my girl. Hi, babe.
I'm gonna edit every single time you do that.
But you could joke around with the boys, right? Yeah.
Well, me growing up. I think
Jeff,
I
you didn't have brothers, right?
I didn't have brothers. I did
Yeah,
have one
she's
brother.
two sisters.
Well, we had like a temporary brother. But growing up, I had more guy friends than I did girlfriends.
Okay.
And lately, I've had more girlfriends because I met them through like studying abroad and stuff like that. But I intended to only have like only guy friends in high school and college also.
Okay.
And it was just because I don't know, I felt more comfortable with them.
She does have a guy's sense of humor, and that's why we get along. Like I could fucking come down.
Yeah,
on
like
her.
I used to, so there's this friend of mine who we haven't really had that. I mean, we still keep in touch, but I haven't hung out with him in a while. But his name is also Juan, but we have to refer to him as gay Juan because he's gay. so I can make sure I'm talking about
Or
this
she
Juan
gets
and not
slapped.
the other Juan. I just say, oh, this one
Happy
time
National
me and
Women's
gay
Day.
Juan, like, he was what me and him used to fucking joke really hard, like really hard. To one point, like I stopped talking to him because he made a mom joke, and then I got pissed off because it was around September 11th, so it was like a really like, it was not an appropriate time for him to have made that mom joke.
Okay.
Because it was just like tension with the whole nation and shit. So he made this mom joke.
I heard your mom flew a plane into a fucking building,
And that was
so she's like, "Oh hell no!"
I don't know. No, what happened was like I think we were out. There was gonna be like some like vigil, like a candlelight vigil or something. I wanted to know it was gonna be on campus. I was like, "Are you gonna go to it?" And then he's like, "No, I'm out here." What the fuck he say? He said, "No, I'm."
Your
No, he's like, "No, I'm too busy doing your mom." Like, it's so hard. Like, I was like, You asked him. Well, the funny thing is that my mom loves him. Like, she loves him.
Maybe he thought he got a message from someone else.
No. He knew it was from me. And then we stopped talking. No, we stopped talking for a while. So the point where, like...
you stopped talking about him for that?
Yeah. We stopped talking for a while. So the point where I finally...
He said he was doing your mom?
Yeah. This was just like... I wanted him to apologize, but he never did. So when we
He
stopped
probably
talking
thought it was just a joke then.
No. He knew I was upset at him because when I finally saw him again, he was in a fraternity. He tried to kick my ass. Like, he tried to kick my... When he saw me at the frat house and I tried to go say hi to him and make peace, he, like, came after me. Like, 3 of his guy friends had to hold him back.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The moment you said fraternity, you should have beat the shit
Lost
out of
him
him.
right there, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck frat guys.
So he, but we made our peace. Like, years later. Like, we made our peace and he admitted he fucked up. Or I finally admitted to him, like, he went too far. It was just a bad day that day. You know, he shouldn't have done it on that day. And we made our peace.
But you were saying, like, most of your friends, it's more like guy friends.
We made our
versus
peace, but
straight
I want to
friends.
see the
Like,
Huh?
I
You were
would have
saying,
accepted
like-
the mom joke, but it was 9/11.
Yeah.
And you
Don't say mom jokes on 9/11 anniversary.
that
Any other time in history, that would be okay. But 9/11,
Pearl Harbor and everything, it's all good. But
Not
9/11, you
Cinco de
fucked up.
Mayo.
What'd you say about my mama?
What were
No,
you saying,
but-
Chris?
No, you said a majority of your friends more
Were
guy friends than girlfriends.
Yeah.
I work with primarily a lot of women. Like,
Yeah.
I work in a hospital. I'm a nurse. It's just kind of a thing. Are women more catty? I feel like that's a thing. I don't want to be sexist on International Women's Day, but like,
but
I hear a lot of, like, there's always like, oh, this bitch, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she shows up, oh, your hair looks so fucking
Yes.
nice.
Oh,
da, da, da,
dude.
da.
Yes.
I witnessed that.
Dude,
shit.
yes.
Yes.
For so
Dude,
long.
I personally, I've had parties where it's like, I've had guys and girls, and then I've actually heard from the girls, like, and this is back in my apartment days where it's like, oh, I thought we're all having a good time. And I've heard from girls, you're not a girl. You don't know what was going on in that party. There's a lot of shit going on in that party. You know, like, I thought we were all
I'm
having a
super
good time.
ignorant to that shit. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm having
Dude.
a good time.
No,
What's
yeah.
going on? But then I hear
Yeah.
after the fact, it's like,
I know what
oh,
you're talking
this
about.
bitch
Yeah.
this bitch that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is
Chris,
that
you're
a thing?
You're not alone. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Definitely there was more drama. Yes, there was.
there
more
was a drama.
with
What? I thought
girls.
we were all having a good time.
With girls.
Oh, you don't know what was going
You
on.
weren't there when we were going. I was like, yeah, I was there. Like, the girls were having their own
You
thing.
knew I was gonna wear red shoes. Why did you wear red shoes too?
That kind of stuff. Yes.
Stupid shit like that. No, bitch. Fucking wear whatever the fuck I want. Shit. That's
It's
what
kind of
it was.
like you saw me wear that shit last week.
Yeah,
Why are you
yeah.
wearing it now?
Why are
You
you
got
wearing
it from
all
me.
black?
You copied me.
I'm supposed to be wearing all black. Fuck you.
Dude, you went to the restroom. You don't know what happened. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
You went to the restroom and you didn't ask me to go with you. Because I want to go take a shit. Like, what the fuck? Shit like that. It was just more drama.
Yeah.
So I just tended to avoid it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But my lovely girlfriend over here, we have shit stories for sure.
Oh yeah, we do have
For sure.
for show.
For sure.
Post show.
Hey.
You know what when we're in Europe, you know what we started calling the euro because the bathrooms charge you €1 to use the bathroom. You have to
Really?
pay- yeah. It's
Yeah.
€1.
Every
Public
place or something?
bathrooms
Public
are not
bathroom.
free
Oh,
over there.
public. Oh, well,
It's
yeah.
not public. It's for profit.
Yeah.
So €1. So we started calling.
It's about a-
well, because he had to piss and shit all the time. I don't know why in Europe you're.
Oh,
just
I was drinking a
flowing.
lot.
You
I was
drinking.
peeing a lot.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So we started calling the euro coin is now officially called the PP coin.
I christened it.
€1 is what? About $1 and.
$1.30.
Okay,
Damn,
so I was.
$1.14.
I was gonna say-
dollar plus every time you have to.
I was gonna say 120, but yeah.
But we always try to save our €1 coins so he would have them in his pocket so he can go.
Hey, it's cheaper than over here in downtown. You wanna pee in those? Oh, take a shit in those public booths. It's almost close to $2 now.
Yeah, but you could go into a business and not pay.
Well, that's true.
Well, this
Okay.
is like at the train stations and shit like that. But yeah, the PP coin.
We should all say
Shit ton of
PP
euros.
coins.
Yeah.
So we go all take a Euro trip.
A Euro trip. Yeah, well, euros are a little bit more expensive than dollars.
But I'm saying,
Well, did you hear though in the news today that they're gonna start requiring visas to travel to Europe? What?
Do what now?
The Americans have to get a visa to travel to Europe now. starting.
I wonder how many
next
people
year.
it's gonna take for them to complain enough to either stop it or change it back.
Well,
Dude, for real though, because we traveled, babe. Didn't we
Yeah.
travel? And
Yes, we did.
to have an American passport is like a
It's a
free
free pass
trip
to
around the
everything.
world.
Really?
As of now, but if
Well,
they,
Trump is
if
fucking
they
it
do
up. That means either Trump is fucking it up
Oh,
or
in 2021, starting 2021.
so it's
Visas?
about 2 years.
Yeah,
2
this
years.
came out today. This came out today.
That
United States
means-
citizens will need a visa to visit Europe starting in 2021.
That means that the U.S. is losing some power in the world stage.
I believe
Well,
it.
people are blaming it on Trump, yes.
Oh hell yeah!
I believe it.
But I've always felt it to be kind of unfair because everybody has to have some type of visa or permission to come to the U.S. But we've always, as American citizens, have had basically, like Juan said, a free pass to go anywhere. It's the most, like,
how much does a visa take to
process?
Yeah.
A couple of months. So it's going to limit your, and sometimes you'll get rejected for it.
When you guys
Okay.
went overseas, did you
Mhm.
feel like people liked Americans or were they prejudiced to Americans?
Oh, no. They
Depends on where you are.
depends on where you are, but surprisingly in Germany, because we were from California and we were in Cologne, they really, really, really liked, because Cologne, they call themselves California because it's a very liberal
they're
city.
They very much.
It's a very
admire
liberal.
us.
It's like they say it's the San Francisco of Europe because they're
But-
very liberal.
Germany, though, because of all the shit with the Holocaust, they're like overly like, we're not like that anymore.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah,
super friendly.
they were. We had a conversation with the guy who was like, "We're not like that." Like, he,
Yeah, they're very guilty, and I'm so glad you're here.
yeah.
They're very guilty on. So
They're
check this out. So
Yeah.
while we're out here celebrating or whatever Veterans Day, right? Or all these babe, right?
Yeah.
Do you know World War II?
Yeah, the end of World War II.
11th.
It's like where everybody's out here going, holy shit! Like
you know,
Germany out there is
Partying.
celebrating like it's almost like Mardi Gras.
it's carnival. Yeah,
Yeah, it's carnival,
because they're trying to.
and they want to show the world, dude, we're not this like Nazi state of, yeah, we're fucking fascists and we're fucking we're this group of people that just we have fun too, and that's what their carnival version is. So while everybody's out here going, oh yeah, it's fucking Memorial Day and fucking World War II shit, you know,
It should be a somber day.
it should be a somber day. They're
In
out there
Germany,
going,
they're
we can still have fun,
partying.
dude. And
like
there's
the
no
whole
better
fucking
time
city
to
parties.
go to anybody listening. There's no better time to go 11/11 and fucking.
So it's November 11th. The parade starts at 11:11 a.m.
yeah.
It's like they are very.
That sounds like some Illuminati
And that
shit.
Yeah.
and that's something I always say about any world event. There's always a champion and there's always a loser. Like,
But they really want the world to know, and it's funny because we were out there, right? And babe, you can
Yeah,
account to
yeah,
this, and they go, oh, so you came out for this? And I'm like, actually, we're out here as a coincidence.
Yeah.
It was like a coincidence. We're out here on a
We just
Euro trip, and
happened to
they're
be
like,
there that
you
day.
need to come out here for this, and I go, no, and they go, and they're out there going, we're trying to show the world that we're fun, that we're not Nazis, like, and all this shit. And they go like, we can't. We're like, so you were out here for a coincidence. We're thinking that this is like a global thing. Like people know about this. I'm like, no, people
We
actually
didn't know.
don't know about this.
We didn't know. We found out about it because of Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah,
episode that
we saw
happened to
Parts
watch
Unknown with Anthony Bourdain.
about the carnival,
and it
then
just
I
so happened.
Just happened to check that we were there on that day, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's a happy coincidence and stuff. And then there was like, and it's funny because the whole town,
Party.
the whole city, town, whatever, they party out there and they trying to show the world, and the world is just not paying attention.
Yeah.
Just like,
and that's by design. It's not a coincidence
Yeah.
that people don't. Because I'm sure this festival hasn't been going on for a few years. It's been going on for like generations.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's by design.
And as a
especially
matter of
here-
fact, anybody here would enjoy it.
Oh, yeah,
They
it's
would
fucking
enjoy
fun.
it, right?
It was
Dude, we saw motherfucker on the we drove well, we were on the train from Amsterdam to Germany.
We were picking up people.
We're picking up
drunk
people
at
and
every stop.
it's their Halloween.
Yeah, they're in costume, but it's only
They're in
fun.
costume.
It's not scary costumes. It's
Yeah,
fun
it's
It's
costumes.
kind of it kind of goes back from the last podcast. Me and Chris were saying how there's a reason why some drugs are not legal because it changes your perspective in life. It's like this: if we in the U.S. knew what they were doing in Germany during Memorial Day, they're making Memorial Day look like a grandparents' holiday.
Yeah.
We don't take the day off. That's it. Over there, they're having a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, it just started. It's been going on for generations. It's sort of like in the U.S., we live in a glass dome.
Yeah.
We don't even see that there's a boundary. And we feel ourselves saying we're the best country, we have the best. Germany, they lost the war. And instead of just kind of like mourn the day, we lost the war. No, they're celebrating with a blast. They're having so much fucking
What
fun.
they're trying to do is trying to change the perspective of the world, and yet the world is not paying attention to that. No one here knows.
Maybe the rest of Europe, maybe other countries, but in the U.S. we don't know, and I'm pretty sure it's by design that we don't know that that's what's going over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
But even in the Anthony Bourdain episode, he was asking locals there. Half of the locals absolutely hate the carnival, and the rest is like they live for it. Like there's no escaping it. It completely like consumes the entire city. So there are people that don't like it. Like they think it's ridiculous that people are just out there. It's an excuse to get drunk.
you're gonna get those
And it
people that
completely
just
like
don't.
consumes the entire city. They close down streets. And this is not just that one day. It's for months. Like
Yeah,
It
it's
goes
for
on
a
for
long
months.
time. Yeah.
Like it just ended on Ash Wednesday.
And the thing
it
is-
started since November.
It goes back. How is it that we don't know about this?
I know.
The Brazil carnival it's like what a week, dude. These last months,
Yeah.
and the world doesn't know.
We're back
Yeah.
there in November, and I was like, dude, when did this shit end? He was like, March. And I was like, no. I'm trying to get back to my fucking hotel room, my Airbnb.
When does it end today?
It's
doesn't end.
March,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
That's not a time.
I was asking him the time, like, what time this shit's end? He's like, March, and I'm like, fucking, like, damn.
Yeah,
And he was like, and
this
that was the
lady,
same
yeah.
shit that I was telling you. It was like there was people there that were in costume, and they try to be so festive, and they go, we're not like this anymore. We're not Nazis anymore, but the world doesn't pay attention.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting to go, I'm here, I'm in a world, and you guys do this every year, but the world doesn't pay attention. It's so interesting to see that. Why doesn't the world pay attention?
Yeah.
It's like everybody thinks, and this is the stereotype that they're trying to break. They go, everybody thinks Germany, Nazis. That's it.
Yeah, and there's
Done.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're trying to show the world that we have fun here.
And there was this one kid who was like apologizing to us. Remember?
Dude,
Lauren?
yeah.
Like,
Dude,
yeah,
I actually heard a
apologize
bit from, I
for
think,
what my
Patton
ancestors
Oswalt.
did and
I think it was like Patton Oswalt. And on the way there, I was listening to one of his comedy bits, and he was like, I went to Germany, and they're so guilty. They're just like,
they
it was a bit something about like lasers going off and like, oh, it must be for the Jews and this and that. And he's like, no, it's because we're we're calm and we're trying to party and this and that. He's like, I know,
I was just
joking, like, but there are people out there that, and we met a dude out there, right? He was one of the only dudes that spoke English. and he was like, dude, we're so guilty out here. I hate being from here. And I'm like, you shouldn't hate being from here. And he was like, we love Americans and this and this and this and that. I'm like, he's like, but I hate our history and I hate
he was really
what it
apologetic
was and I
about
hate
it.
this and that. I'm like, Like,
I mean, like before getting
you
too
should-
deep into it, because he was also really drunk. But I would be like, the U.S. hasn't.
That means he was being raw then.
yeah, you know.
I mean, we have some
Yeah.
shit we should be ashamed of for too.
Every
But-
country,
Every
nation,
country
every
has
society.
blood
Yeah.
on your hands, dude.
I do want to go to Spain and
So we
celebrate.
just gotta, go ahead.
I do want to go to Spain and get a Spaniard's perspective. Because many years ago, and I continue to tell the story. There was one time I was taking the bus, and there was this older guy, not old, but older guy, yelling and screaming at this sort of middle-aged younger guy compared to him, telling him in Spanish, "It's because of you that Mexico is this way. You guys would have been better off. You would have stayed." And eventually, I caught on that he was a Spaniard talking shit to this Mexican guy on the bus and basically telling him, you were better off if you would have stayed with the motherland, and because of you, this and this and that. And it's like, wow, this guy must be like almost 500 years old to have still have a grudge. But you still have those people. Now, Joel, you never met, no, but you know Joel.
Yeah.
He actually studied abroad for like a summer in Spain.
Okay.
And I told him, hey, dude, bring me a history book of Spain. Just bring it to me. Brought it. And I skipped forward to that whole chapter, or the chapters where it talks about like all these Latin American countries breaking away. And what I got from it is that they blame Mexico for all these other countries because Mexico was basically the main land, the main price of Spain. And the moment they broke off, all these other countries just followed the trend.
Yeah.
I made Argentinian people that don't like Mexicans.
Yeah.
And they still have the grudge. And they have
Remember what I was saying
Earlier
today?
And they have told me, because of you guys, Spain let us go.
Damn.
They didn't want to break away. And they still hold a grudge.
They don't. Well, I got into a fight with some Spanish guys under the Eiffel Tower. This one time I went with my sisters because we were talking to them and they found out we spoke Spanish. Somehow we were talking Spanish. And then they started saying like, yeah, there's all these Salvadoranians and Spain used to never, because, okay, a lot of South American immigrants went to Spain to work.
Yeah.
When Spain became part of the European, I mean, mind you, this was in 2007, so it was a while ago, okay? So they went to Spain. So there was a lot of violence that kind of sprung up because there was a lot of like transits. Basically, there's a lot of immigrants that had gone there. But the reason that they were more attracted to Spain than the U.S. at that time was because the euro was so strong. So this is like, I can go to a fucking country where I actually speak the language and work and make more money than I would in the U.S., right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying how Spain wasn't dangerous before, and now you have people, South Americans, they just kept saying South Americans waiting for you at the top of the stairs of the subway to rob you. They're just waiting, to just rob you. And Spain wasn't like that before. They're like it was just basically, they were like destroying Spain and Spain's reputation and made it what it was now. Like the violence has increased and all that. So he was very angry about it. But I said, well, don't you take part of that blame on yourselves for having joined the European Union? Because this economy growth that came with the European brought the immigrants. And he got hella pissed.
Well, it's because it's easier to blame the outcast
than to blame yourself for your actions.
Yes.
Well, he didn't want to talk to black people.
Shut up. He didn't want to talk to Mexicans. That's what it was. He didn't want to talk to Mexicans.
So, thank you for joining us, my lovely girlfriend.
I really didn't
Ceci,
think I was going to talk about
hey,
me
shut up,
pooping that
shut up,
much and
shut up.
farting, but okay.
If this okay,
No, it was good. It was
I
very
was just
intimate talk
about to break it down. Thank you very much, Ceci.
Mm-hmm.
What did you take away?
Chris is a little bitch.
God damn it. We're back to this again. I'll flip this goddamn
He
shit.
loves it. We're trying to tell him.
we're trying to break down the wall.
Yeah. If you listen to the last podcast, we're trying to tell Chris we love him.
Chris, even though you're a little bitch, we love you.
God damn it. Why are we here?
Hey, look.
Where's my red hat?
This hurts him more. Tell him, Chris, I love you.
Stop.
Chris, I love you.
Jesus Christ.
Chris,
Yeah.
How are we here?
Chris, you're a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
More whiskey.
Dude, he's been hitting that shit hard today.
Yeah, he has. I'm kind of scared. Did he finish all that whole bottle?
I don't know.
It was higher than the
You
label.
know what I think is hilarious? So let me point this out right now. Chris has a little shot glass there, and he's actually been measuring the shots. And it's like, it's a fucking cup. Just fill it up, eyeball it, and then put your...
No. He's been measuring a bullet like
that's,
bourbon, dude. That
I
shit
know.
is strong.
Just put a little
That's
fucking-
that Asian fucking gotta see it through technique.
It's
you have to be mathematical about it.
you know,
It sounds like
one
baloney
part
to me.
bourbon,
Hey, landlord.
2 parts
he's
soda.
spending the night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I envy you. I wish I could do that.
Juan's gonna spoon with him.
Yeah, he's taking
And
your
one-
spot.
And then
And someone's
fart
gonna.
on my
Juan,
dick.
no, you're gonna
Juan's
be
gonna fart on my
no.
dick, and
You're
then our
gonna be
relationship's gonna go to
no,
another
no,
level.
Chris, you're gonna be a little spoon. Juan's gonna be big spoon, and you're gonna fart on
I'm gonna
his
fart on
dick.
his dick.
Yes, you're gonna fart on his dick, and it's gonna be magical.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be a chemical reaction. Lights.
He's a Juan. Can I fart in front of you?
So this can go one or two ways. Look,
Oh God.
so it could be. This is a theory we can try out. So if you fart on his dick, it'll either make it really big or it'll make it really small.
I could see.
Wait,
This
what
is
would you
why
think would
women get
happen?
beat.
What would you think would happen?
Okay.
Happy International
Yeah,
Well,
Happy
I
International Women's Day.
I could see if he somehow farted up his urethra. I could see it
Blowing up.
getting bigger because of
Well, it
air
also
volume.
depends how fucking hard that fart comes out of the butthole. And then Chris has a really tight butthole too, so it's gonna come out.
How do you know that, man?
Yeah, I would not know that.
Look at him.
What the fuck?
He's Asian.
Does he look like he has a loose butthole?
Your takeaway. I'll be the last one.
Left cheek up, right cheek down.
Rips the asshole.
Left down, right.
Left
A,
cheek
B, A,
up,
B, A.
down. A-B-A-B. Girlfriend
That's what you need to
farts.
do to Chris. To loosen him up.
I'm not gonna do that with Chris. That'd be
his
cheating
ass.
on you.
It's okay. I'll allow it. I just want to watch.
I'll allow it.
Can I watch?
Oh, how gracious you! No, I won't do it.
My takeaway is that apparently by looking at someone, you can tell if their butthole is loose or tight.
Yes.